Doesn't even show up in the second one, except...
In the Houston suburb of Tomball, these women get together frequently to socialize and chat about the books they're reading. Kathy Clark says many of those books targeted at teens also attract adult readers like her.
You have those really strong authors in young adult, and those, no matter what your age, they kind of appeal, and there's paranormal something different.
Some 70 kilometers away in West Houston, fans of young adult supernatural romance novels recently packed the Blue Willow bookstore to meet 4 authors on a tour sponsored by their publisher, HarperCollins.
Okay.
Cynthia Hand, author of 2 books about Clara, a teenage girl with special powers, says she's found a bond with her fans.
I love the idea that, that we're sharing the same story, that we know the same people.
Thank you.
Author Courtney Allison Moulton's books are full of sword fights and other action that she says resonates with a lot of male readers.
I actually had a buddy who spent a couple years in Afghanistan bring my book over there with him and was sharing it with the other, these really tough Army guys reading my book, and, they're excited about the action.
The supernatural quality of that action attracts 25-year-old Ixal Irahita.
It takes you out of the normality that is your life, your routine life. And who doesn't want to feel special?
So he's not going to come at you head on. He's got the place.
Some stories, like the ones from the popular Twilight series of books and movies, feature vampires as principal characters. But fans like 13-year-old Jennifer Vu say they look for other elements as well.
I like mystery, I like suspense, and I like a little bit of murder into it.
The growth of this genre is good news for booksellers like Blue Willow bookstore owner Valerie Kaler, who expects this month's release of the Hunger Games film to drive book sales the same way the Twilight films did a few years ago.
When Twilight came out, we thought everybody had read Twilight. We thought, well, who are we going to sell it to? Well, it turned out there were a lot of people who hadn't read Twilight yet.
Where she goes into the diner.
But for many hardcore fans, young and old, watching the movies just can't match what they get from reading the books. Greg Flakus, VOA News, Houston.
Arc that, has to be linked in with these